Hi, this is Christina from Conscious Dish, and thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. A little cold out here in the Northeast. We've been having negative 10-degree weather. I believe today is maybe 15, so it's still a little chilly out. But I am doing well with the fruit cleanse, and I'm on day 17. And I've been discovering some new fruits, so I thought I'd share some of those with you today. Let's start off with a cactus fruit. And this fruit is actually called a prickly pear, and also known sometimes as tuna. And this little guy actually has little thorns in it, so you want to be careful when you're cutting it or handling it at the grocery store. And this has been known to have huge antioxidant benefits, including high doses of vitamin C. I've tried this before in a prickly pear martini, but they have prickly pear syrup, which tastes amazing on your pancakes if you're not doing the raw. But it's really red inside. I'm going to cut it up for you so you can get a sense of what it looks like. And something amazing health benefit wise with this fruit is that it naturally lowers glucose levels for people that have diabetes. It's also just great for lowering cholesterol, and for people that have it readily available, such as in Arizona or Mexico, these grow abundantly on cactus leaves. And so this one costs 99 cents at the store here. But yeah, so I'm excited about this, so I will show you how to do that. Cut this up. Okay, so I am cutting up some prickly pear here. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're either wearing gloves or just be really careful. And you can hold the prickly pear fruit by either end. And what you're essentially going to do is just peel off the skin off the prickly pear fruit, being mindful of the little prickers. So you're going to be cutting off slices like this. There's the skin. So here is just the fleshy inside. It smells really sweet, and it's a beautiful, beautiful red magenta color. And anything that is this deep and dark in color is going to have a lot of nutrients. So just like a beet, I'm sure that it has some iron in it, high in vitamin C. Inside that there's some black seeds. You're going to want to avoid biting down on those. Some videos have it of people completely discarding the entire inside, which I don't necessarily agree with, because there's a lot of, like, the center of the fruit, it's the sweetest part. It's really good, and you can throw that in like a smoothie or juice it. I don't think that wasting any of the inner part of the fruit is worth it. You just want to either swallow the seeds or just spit them out, but be careful that you don't bite down on them because they are very hard. But so it's a prickly pear. They're so good. The next fruit I have here is called a pomelo, and this looks like a huge grapefruit, and it's not. I think it comes from Southeast Asia originally, and it's not as bitter as a grapefruit, but a little bit sweeter, like an orange, but looks more like a grapefruit. So it's kind of a hybrid of the two. And I will cut it open here so you can get a sense of what it looks like inside. It has a lot of white, fleshy insides here that you don't necessarily want to eat. This version is actually looks more like a ruby red grapefruit. It's called a red pomelo. It's really juicy. It smells really fresh and citrusy, but with a sweetness to it. I love these. They're really great. They're a little bit more expensive in the store than a grapefruit, but because of the size, it makes it more like a meal. But another fruit that has high doses of vitamin C. So you'll see that the rind inside is really thick. And just cut it in half and break it apart and just eat it. So refreshing. I love this fruit. I was able to go to an Indian market. I think we only have one or two in our state. They unfortunately didn't have the amount of produce that I was looking for. Mostly it was like herbs and spices and curries and things like that. But I found this in the frozen section. And I've heard a lot about this fruit based on Indian Ayurvedic principles and dietary. So this one is called amla. And it's an Indian gooseberry, and it's really famous, like I said, in a lot of Ayurvedic supplements. It's super good for digestion. I've heard it's 30 times more potent in vitamin C and antioxidants than an orange. I can show you what it looks like. It's small. It's like the size of maybe a silver dollar. And the fruit smells a little sweet, but then when you bite into it, it's really bitter and astringent. It does not taste good. But this is one of those fruits that it's very sour, but after a few minutes of it mixing with your saliva, or if you drink it with water, it becomes a little bit more palatable and sweet. And there's so many amazing health benefits of this. If you can't stomach it, it's really bitter. Then I recommend it doing in capsule form to get those antioxidant properties. So it definitely sweetens it up a bit, but it is really bitter again. So if you like bitter and astringent fruits, you can definitely try this. But I thought it would be fun to kind of try some different fruits and experiment with that. So yeah. And I have been eating a lot of berries and kiwis. Clementines are a great season for those right now. A lot of citrus fruits during the winter. So lemons, like I said in my other video, are great for helping your pH become more alkaline, and also great for clearing the lymph and a great detoxifier. So any of the more astringent fruits are great for that, and the sweet ones also have their own great properties. So hopefully this is helpful and you're able to see a couple of fruits that you hadn't maybe necessarily seen or tried before, and check out my next video. Thank you. Have a great day.